What's going on, everyone? Today is going to be a super quick video on a house tour. I'm going to try to keep this under 60 seconds so that I can create it as a YouTube short, but it was suggested by you guys because you wanted to see the full house that I had created. So coming out to the docks here, and this is going to be super quick hopefully, you'll notice that this is all man-made. Why that is because the Panther Fang Chapel has a load screen to get to the other half of it, so I actually did everything I could to bypass that load screen by basically putting everything on the outside. And you also notice that this here too is crafted so that I can actually go up into the actual house itself without ever having to hit a load screen, without ever having to do any of that, especially because my guild members who use the things like the Mundus stones, like those crafting tables down there, they really do not like to have to go through any sort of screens or anything. So moving right around, I tried to put trebuchets on all the outside just to add a little bit of aesthetic appeal to the outside. I did pick up a lot of the trees outside and replace a lot of them with little statues. You can see statues out here. I'm a huge statue fan. I think statues are the coolest thing that are in ESO. And you'll kind of notice that trend as we go inside also. You'll see that I have a huge statue fetish. And I also love Valendrone because I think that is very cool that you can have a Daedric artifact in your own house. And oh yeah, down here there is a little bit of a hidden little stash pile. And moving right around, a couple people outside. I think also the addition of people being able to be put on like little paths and everything. Oh, so cool. What in the hell was that? Oh, don't look at it. So coming inside, you'll notice I made a couple changes to this room here. This room is also terribly lit, so if you're ever in need, these beacon of Tower Zeros are super great for lighting up your own house. And created a little extra room here. This is actually entered at a housing contest, this part. So this is just like a quick addition I threw together so that I could be entered. And also a little cool snippet for you guys is that all of these books here are readable, and this is pretty much every lore book in ESO. You can actually buy these, and they are super cool once you buy them. I love little things that you can actually read and interact with. So like if you ever wanted to read all the lore books, boom, just come to my house. I got you, man. There it is. I got volume 2, baby, and volume 1, which I think is next to it. Oh yeah, look at that. And then going right up along, so this takes you downstairs, so we'll go down here real quick. This just takes you to the loading screen that takes you back out front. So we'll go upstairs instead into the middle level, which is kind of like where, so the biggest struggle is always furniture pieces. You can see that my house, I think, is capped on most things. So using these things don't count towards your cap. They have their own like little bar. That's the 80 out of 110. So I used a bunch of these to kind of fill up this middle level. This is kind of like my trophy level. I'm still working a little bit of a progress, but you know, not too bad. Oh, again, down here you'll see I have a little bit of a little cage for the vampires and stuff. And then over here too, you can see I have food on the table. And around here we have a little bit of a barracks. This is actually a usable blacksmithing station, and you get this from the group dungeon in Orsinium. So if you want a lead that gives you an actual blacksmithing station, you go there. It's actually really cool, and it's usable as a station. And finally, the third floor, which I actually like probably the most, not to hype it up too much. But this is the Daedric floor. This is where I focused on like Daedric artifacts. And like the little statues I have of all the Daedra, and this dope ass thing here, this dope ass door, because I'm a huge fan of that. And you'll see I have pretty much all the little artifacts that you can get from doing different bits and bob things in ESO, including this thing, which I think is the greatest thing that has ever been added to ESO because it turns you into a monkey. And if that's not fucking worth the price of admission, I don't know what is. So in our monkey form, we're able to see all of the other different cool little bits and bobs. Just a bunch of random artifacts that you'll get while playing. If you're wondering where a lot of this stuff comes from, it actually comes from the Undaunted, who has their own furniture. own furniture pieces that you can purchase from them, basically just by completing dungeons. And hopefully this thing lets us out here at some point. You gotta like, it goes through, like when you lock it, I'll show you here, it takes a little bit to lock itself. And then you can see that it locks. So there's a little bit of an animation on there. Sometimes it takes a hot second to get out. And then up to the top floor, you'll see that it's pretty much just a generic castle top, but it gives us a nice little view of everything that is up here. And we can go down and then see like all the little trebuchet pieces, all the little things that I put on top of those little things there. Hopefully I placed them real nicely, because I am notoriously bad at that. Also now realizing this is well over a minute, but that's okay. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully I don't just yeet myself off the side here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the house tour. If you want more of an in-depth like build guide on like how I was able to like build this little external piece over here, that's like its little side part, and any recommendations for like how to build, just let me know, because I'm always down to like help people with any of the things that they're building. This is actually its own separate piece here, this little corner side. So just let me know, and if you're on Xbox, you're always welcome to stop on by too and say hello. As always, oh, I'm going into the water. Which another cool thing about this place is that you can pretty much build all throughout this water, but without getting too extra detail-esque. Thanks you guys for watching, and thank you for the suggestion, and I will talk to you in the next one.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.